China targets Filipino vessels again. Another water cannon incident has happened in the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. Traffic enforcers literally chased motorists off the EDSA busway. The MMDA hopes this scene will be over when higher fines take effect on Monday. The PVL is looking into a claim that one team in the league is yet to receive pay after more than a month of play. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. A China Coast Guard vessel has once again fired water cannons at the Philippine supply ship near Ayungin Shoal. According to the National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea, CCG and Chinese maritime militia vessel SCOAT harassed, blocked, and executed dangerous maneuvers against Philippine vessels on Friday. CCG ship 5203 even trained water cannons at ML Kalayaan. Filipino vessels attacked were en route the BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin for a resupply mission. NTF-WPS condemned China's actions, saying it has put the lives of Filipinos aboard the ships at risk. It also said that Beijing's consistent behavior in the disputed waters do not align with its call for a peaceful dialogue. For her part, Senator Risa Ontiveros called China an abuser. She also urged the government to double efforts in asserting the Philippines' claims of the West Philippine Sea. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. has started reorganizing his agency. Laurel recently signed Special Order 1360 designating lawyer Alvin John Balagbag as new Chief of Staff and Head Executive Assistant. Balagbag will be replacing Agriculture Assistant Secretary Rex Esto Perez. Laurel also appointed Assistant Secretary Genevieve Velicaria Guevara as head of the Kadiwa program. The post was previously handled by dismissed Assistant Secretary Christine Evangelista. There are unconfirmed reports that Laurel has also issued a memorandum directing all employees covered by contract of service to start vacating their offices. Traffic enforcers have stepped up their crackdown on vehicles using the exclusive EDSA busway lane. And starting Monday, higher fines will be slapped on violators. The details in this report.
It's only 6 o'clock on Friday morning, and yet traffic enforcers are already busier than usual. They are flagging down motorcycles and other vehicles on this stretch in EDSA Cubao. The violation, entry into the busway, which is strictly prohibited by the MMDA. This delivery driver even engaged enforcers in a chase. It turns out, the rider had passengers not wearing helmets.
Anong iniisip nyo na tatakbuhan nyo kami? Ganyan ba tayo?
In the end, the rider's license was confiscated and he was issued a uniform ordinance receipt.
Dala na lang din ng pressure, sir. Mali po ako, sir, mali.
This government vehicle, meanwhile, was also not spared in the crackdown against motorists trying to enter the busway.
Emergency lang. Magsusundo kay bus.
But the MMDA has had enough of all these excuses. The agency is promising stricter enforcement of traffic rules on the busway and everywhere else. On Monday, November 13, the MMDA is slapping higher fines on violators of the no-entry policy. On first offense, fine is at 5,000 pesos. Second offenders will have to pay 10,000 pesos and will have their driver's license suspended for a month. For the third and fourth offense, the fines are at 20,000 pesos plus a year's suspension of license and 30,000 pesos plus revocation of the privilege to drive. One violator and the MMDA agree. The stiffer penalties will compel other motorists to stay out of the busway.
Mas okay na taasan nga nila yung penalty. Dapat iwasan, sir, kasi hindi naman talaga para sa mga motor yun para sa bus talaga yun.
Ito para masanay na yung mga kababayan natin na unang-una bawal dumaan sa busway. And secondly, sinasabihan na namin sila na by Monday, iba na yung penalty. Mas mataas na.
We'll bring you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Malacanang addresses the resignation of Paul Soriano as Presidential Advisor on Creative Communications. According to Presidential Communications Office Secretary Cheloy Gerflor, Soriano took a break to spend time with his family and newborn daughter. Upon quitting, Soriano said he wants to prioritize his personal commitments. For now, there's still no appointee for the post the filmmaker vacated. He recently announced his directorial comeback via a film called The Fisher. Before this, Soriano took a leave of absence at the height of controversy involving the Department of Tourism's Love the Philippines campaign. At the launch, it was found that foreign stock footage were used in an audio-visual presentation. There were allegations that Soriano had a hand in the AVP. A couple of sweeps and an epic 5-set thriller. That's what went down in the PVL All-Filipino Conference quadruple header yesterday. Here are the details.
By Gerflor, Alba opens up, Aragalang, straight to the back, Clavado.
At the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig on Thursday, the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers and Gerflor Defenders took the stage first. But it was F2 that dominated the game outright. The Cargo Movers easily disposed of the Defenders 25-10, 25-16, and 25-14. Three players scored in double figures for F2, 11 points from Aragalang, while team captain Abby Maranyo and Ivy Lacsina each had 10. F2 made good use of Gerflor's 19 errors in the game. The win earned the team its fourth win in 6 games, while the Defenders dropped to 0-6.
Coming this game, talagang we see to it na dapat pag naglaro tayo from the start hanggang dulo, pakita natin strong talaga tayo.
You're seeing much more hustle now coming from Gallery's Tower. But
the next game between the PLDT high-speed hitters and the Gallery's Tower high-risers ended on a similar note. Besides an extended first set where the score almost reached 30 points before getting settled, PLDT did not endure much resistance from Galleries. This paved the way for a 29-27, 25-14, and 25-18 victory. Erica Santos was stellar with 17 points for the high-speed hitters. This is their 5th straight win this conference as they rose to a 5-1 slate. Galleries, like Gerflor, is at 0-6.
Play continues. Robles will go up.
In the next game, the next-led Chameleons drew first blood on the Cheritigo crossovers. But a first-set drawback did not stop the crossovers at any point. The crossovers were able to pull through in the next 3 sets to secure the dub. Final 22-25, 31-29, 25-23, 28-26. Aya Laurel led all scorers with 23 points on the back of 20 attacks and 3 blocks. The win enables Cheritigo to tie PLDT in the standings, both with 5-1 win-loss records.
Pagtillas, perplexing to the blockers.
The best game was saved for last as conference leaders Creamline Cool Smashers and Petrogas Angels found themselves in a classic. The Cool Smashers found themselves down 2-1, but the team mustered enough firepower to set up the final set. In the 5th, with Creamline at match point, the Angels just didn't let go right away, scoring 2 more points to reach 14-13. Tots Carlos then iced the game for good with a down the line of the nice set. Creamline emerges on top in the thriller 25-22, 23-25, 25-27, 25-19, and 15-13. Carlos had 16 points, but it was Michelle Gumabao who led the team in scoring with 19 markers. That was enough to offset the combined 45 points between Petrogas's Gretzel Soltones and Jonas Abete. The win keeps Creamline undefeated in 5 games, while Petrogas slips to 5th seed at 4-2.
It was not a really easy game for us kasi yun nga, we came from behind. And honestly, I'm just really happy na I was able to play and we won the game.
PVL action resumes this Saturday still at the Phil Sports Arena. The Signal HD Spikers take on Petrogas at 2 p.m. Next are the Akari Chargers and the Chocomucho Flying Titans at 4 p.m. And PLDT and Cheritigo close the game day out at 6 p.m. Catch those games on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. Speaking of the Gerflor Defenders, the league is investigating claims that team members are yet to receive their pay for the conference. This stems from a post in Reddit from what looks like a Gerflor member. The anonymous person claimed their salaries have not been paid for a month and a half now. That's despite them already having contracts and games and amusement board IDs. The author of the post also accused a team manager of spreading lies. In a statement, the PVL committed to conducting a thorough and fair inquiry into the matter. The league also promised to hear from both sides, Gerflor team representatives and players. Gerflor is yet to respond to the claims. And before we go, angat ang husay, angat ang bilis, angat ang laban. Saturday games of the PBA Commissioner's Cup can now be viewed live on 1PH. Don't miss the action starting November 11. Catch the games at 3 p.m. and at 6:15 p.m. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Have a restful weekend, everyone. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.